Hello Reformers, and welcome back to Phantasy Calradia and our Orc Barbarian Nakra, the Tower. And, well, I've done a little bit of off-screen work just to speed things up a little bit because, well, we're still in the same exact position we were army-wise, but our coin purse, our inventory, is significantly better because I won a tournament in the Drow Town. As we know, there was actually a tournament going on there. I made my way over Saranid territory to reach it, and then I went to the Four Ways Inn just to check the price of the Maul of the Titans. And apparently it is 30,000, which is actually pretty cheap. I actually thought it was 40 or 45,000, so that's pretty good. And what I've done is I've invested the 27,000 I had because Tolga has just been taken by the Orcs, and I went over there to buy a Weaverian Dye Works, and so I had 27,000 after the, deduction of the 12. So, yeah, hopefully that's going to result in us getting a pretty decent amount of money, and then by the time we return to the Four Ways Inn, which should be, I don't know, maybe within the first, maybe within the first week or two, because I'm actually unsure how much interest we're actually going to get from having, I think it is 25,000? Yeah, I think I put 25,000 in the Gnomish Bank. So let's see how much we're going to gain from that. And we are gaining, I think, about 3,600 per week just from mercenary wages and from the two Weaverian Dye Works. I haven't received profits from the second Weaverian Dye Works yet, because again, I've just basically purchased it, and so yeah, hopefully we're going to be able to do something like that soon, where we're going to be able to get that wonderful Maul of the Titans, because I've never used it before, and I think it would be really, really cool to find out just how powerful it actually is. And I am very much loving the Orc Barbarian at the moment. I think it's very, very fun to play. Obviously, at the moment, it really depends on if you get a proc of your Enrage, whether it's like super fun, but I don't really mind, to be honest. Oh, there's level 14. That's going to enable us to get 30 strength, and indeed 10 in Power Strike and 10 in Iron Flesh. And yes, I've seen numerous comments saying, yeah, let's probably go for a Dwarven Paladin next. Something like that would be pretty fun, because I've seen a little bit of documentation from the mod creator as well. And, well, they've stated that the Dwarven Paladin has a bunch of different auras and some really cool things when you level up your faith skill. So, yeah, because initially, the Paladin apparently only has, I think, 1 or 2 spells, and it looks like they're kind of bare bones in comparison to the Cleric. But it seems to me that as soon as you start leveling your faith skill up a little bit more and more and more, it's just going to give you all kinds of cool things. And I'd love to see what that haste aura is all about, because I've seen a couple of people talking about a haste aura, which apparently increases your speed in combat. And you can imagine that that's going to be very, very powerful for a dwarf, because obviously dwarves are going to move very, very slowly, little legs, and I'm just kidding. But yeah, they're probably going to move quite slowly because they're heavily armored, and yeah, so hopefully we'll be able to do something like that. We'll, be able to go for a lovely Dwarven Paladin right there and see what kind of auras we actually get. I'd like to see whether there's actually an aura that is like a damage aura, so if you get hit or something, the damage is then returned. Like 25% of the damage is returned to the opponent. I think that could be pretty cool. Or maybe just a constant damage that does, maybe 20, 25 piercing, blunt, whatever kind of damage every 20 seconds or so. I don't even know whether that's possible, to be honest, but it just seems like a pretty cool idea to me. But anyway, there you go. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, I've also grown our army size just a little bit because I've gone back to Bloody Cliff a number of times, and I've just recruited orcs instead of ogres. Because the ogres, they're pretty cool, I gotta say, but I don't exactly know whether they're going to be very useful in the end, so I'm just making sure that we have a good, kind of spread of things. And the only reason that I actually am wanting to get into combat with vassals is because of the, well, my morale. My morale is having some problems, and I'm not surprised, because look, We have a food problem. Yeah, we have a food problem. That's not very good, is it? No, that's not very good at all. Oh, hello there. Okay, this might actually be quite difficult. But it's gonna give us a good amount of morale, I hope. Yeah, oh dear. I think I might have bitten off a little bit more than I can chew, but that is the nature of an Orc Barbarian, after all. So let us just make sure that we stand a little bit closer here. We don't want to allow their cavalry free reign over the battlefield, just being able to charge through us and continue to do pretty decent damage. I'm actually really happy to see that the AI is so much better in Phantasy Calradia than it is in other mods, which is really strange because you'd think in other mods when they are touting, you know, better formations or, you know, more complex systems in place, Phantasy Calradia just does it much better for some reason. I don't know why, but props to the mod creator on that. Anyway, we are, whoa, there's actually a lot of cavalry right there. They are in pretty bad positions, I think. So I'm going to slowly move my forces towards the opponent. We need to be very careful here as well. I'd like to get the Ring of Healing, if at all possible, for Nakra, because obviously we're going to... Whoa, okay, I actually thought I just died there instantly. But no, thankfully not. I am dealing massive damage, though. Oh, he dodged. How dare you? How dare you dodge it? Ah, take that. There we go. Okay, so maybe if we can just eliminate their cavalry very quickly, then their other forces will also follow suit reasonably fast. Okay, go on. Yeah, there we go. Oh, did I not kill him? Wow, that was a minus 65% speed bonus. That was pretty bad. They do have some Gianni units, which we have to be a little bit careful of, because obviously they can still deal pretty massive damage. But maybe they'll, you know, proc our enrage mechanics, and that would be very much appreciated. So let's see if that actually happens. We haven't gotten an enrage so far, so maybe that's been tweaked because I have upgraded to the latest patch, which is I think 105G or something like that. So yeah, I'm actually unsure what that does, what it has changed, but oh, there you go. Our enrage has now procced, and we can do even more damage. Oh yes. And now enrage seems to last until you get hit again. So yeah, whatever that may be. So it's pretty cool. I gotta say, I was criticizing it a little bit in earlier episodes, and I gotta say I don't think that's really necessary now, even though, I don't know, I mean, my initial suggestion of keeping it at a percentage of your missing health, I mean, I think that's you know, it's a decent way of doing things as well, but I think this is actually a little bit better, because if you dodge the attack, then you still gain the enrage effect. Because sometimes you're just going to dodge, aren't you? You know, and you don't want to be at, what, 1% HP running around, do you? So yeah, it's pretty cool to actually see that you can use it at a higher HP level. We seem to be doing quite well so far. Ooh, that guy is... Whoa, okay, yeah. That guy is going to do a lot of damage to us. We need to be very careful. Oh, he got... Did you see that? He got dazed, or, well, sort of stunned by his own, by his own faction's horses. That's kind of hilarious in itself. Okay, so, yeah, I think we've done this. It's hilarious how we're able to defeat... What is that? Wow, okay, yes. It's hilarious how we're able to defeat such a large force, but as we've seen in previous versions of Phantasy Calradia, the regular factions, so Saranids, Swadians, Vagiers, etc., they're not very good against the new factions, because the new factions are quite powerful, and they do tend to have quite a few unique mechanics about them, whereas the regular ones don't, which in my opinion is absolutely fine, because you expect orcs, don't you, to be a little bit more powerful than, wouldn't you say, humans, right? You'd expect them to be more powerful physically, a little bit better in terms of their survivability and so on and so forth, and, you know, maybe they are able to win battles in this kind of environment as well. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Now, I think after this, we should have a decent amount of morale enough for me to maybe head on over to the Gnomish Bank. I think it's been about 4 days, maybe 4 or 5 days since I have placed the money in there, so hopefully that is then going to result in us gaining a pretty decent amount of interest and hopefully that will then result in us being able to acquire the Maul of the Titans. Even though I don't really want to retrieve all of that money and then end up losing thousands in the interest, but Maul of the Titans, is it worth it? I don't even know, because I haven't seen the stats of it, so yeah, I guess we're gonna see what's going on with that. But I'm very much wanting to get the Ring of Healing as well. I personally feel like that could be very, very useful for a barbarian. And I mean, that's the point. Like, I'm not entirely sure where I'm supposed to get the Orc Raider Shaman unit. I'm not entirely sure where I'm supposed to get that, so I can't really get those to sort of heal me in combat. But I'm surprised that I was able to survive. Whoa! I thought this guy... Oh, look at that, one of our Saranids has learned how to use magic. And then I was like, oh, it's you. The devil, demon character guy. Yes. Anyway, there's 22 renown, pretty awesome. 35 morale, and we were able to beat both of them. So that says to me that we should be able to take a castle, right? I mean, we should be able to take a castle pretty easily as a result of our, well, performance here. So I'm happy with that. And yeah, so Dwarven Paladin coming soon. But yeah, we're just gonna spend a little bit more time with Nakra the Tower before that happens. And yeah, let's have a look here. Shall we take some of these horses? Maybe, because that's gonna speed us up a little bit on the world map, so why not? Alright, there we go. Fantastic. Okay, so Frudak has advanced in level, as well as the demon devil person, and there you go. So we can get even more strength if we need it. 5 smashers leveled up, that's nice. More Orcish Ravagers, 7 Juggernauts. Wow, some really, really nice levels there. Alright, so what is he going to go for? Well, I'm guessing he should just get magic power, surely. He really should just get magic power, and I guess we should get him a little bit in Iron Flesh too, and one-handed weapon proficiency, because he does apparently summon a flame sword of some kind, so I guess that's good. Let's level up Frudak's agility a little bit more, because he still has a decent amount of, you know, cap space in terms of the skill points. So let's just continue leveling up his two-handed as well. There you go. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna go. I actually have a very low amount of money, as you can see. So yes, I'm gonna go over to Bloody Cliff once again and try and get some food. And hopefully we'll then be able to move on to the 4 ways in. I do have a bunch of... What actually just happened there? Why did I lose so many of these? What's going on with the prisoner management? I just lost all those guys for no reason. Okay. Well, that's real strange. Okay, well, never mind. I don't really mind, to be honest. But yeah, I was going to say, oh, I should probably find a ransom broker to sell those. Alright, so after having visited Bloody Cliff, I noticed that the Bleeding Throat clan has actually taken Ikumur from the Kurgit Khanate, and they've also taken Shawa Castle from the Saranids. So, if you can imagine that, the expansion is crazy. They're really very, very good at expanding very fast and quickly. I was about to say quast, because quick and fast, that's quast. Anyway, yes, I thought what I'd do is maybe ask whether he can... yes, we're going to become a vassal for the Bleeding Throat clan. Yes, there we go. We might as well be a war chief now. Yes, War Chief Nakra. There we go. Okay, awesome. So he's given me something as well. And yeah, we are the owner of Ada Kaloon now. Okay, so let's actually just go over to Nakra real quick, and we're gonna rename him War Chief Nakra. The Tower. Yes, there we go. That sounds good to me. And where is our village? Is our village over here somewhere? Where is it? I actually don't know. Is it very far away? Oh no, it is very far away. It is, of course, a looted village. They always do that, don't they? Yes, they almost certainly do that. Okay, well, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I don't mind being a vassal. And, yeah, taking care of a village and things like that. Now, I do know that there were a couple of Saranids that I passed to try and find this guy. Ah, there we go. There he is. There's one of them. I'm not entirely sure if there are any others in the area, but I do know that there's this one. So let's see if we can take him down. I do have a bit of food now as well, so that's nice. I didn't really want to move in to help the Orc Patrol. I actually wanted to do this myself, but you can't really choose, I guess. You can't really choose in this situation. So what I'm going to do as well is, after this, we're going to make our way over to the 4 Ways Inn, and hopefully we'll be able to purchase some Maul of the Titans and try it out in a battle. I'd love to be able to do that, because, again, I haven't really used the Maul of the Titans ever before. I think it would be really fun to find out just how powerful it is. And I also need to check on the pricing of the Ring of Healing as well, because the Ring of Healing is, in my opinion, an essential item for basically every character, I think. Every character. I mean, what character doesn't need a Ring of Healing? I suppose a Cleric. A Cleric is perfectly fine without, because it can just heal itself over and over, which is what Veteran the Blessed used to do way back in the Faith Edition series. And I'm actually just charging these guys straight in here. Just charging straight on into them, because, let's face it, they're scared. They are scared of War Chief Nakra, aren't they? I mean, come on now. Wouldn't you be? A huge orc? Yes, there we go. I need one of those Diana units to attack me, so that I actually can get a bunch of enrage damage. But that's not going to happen, I don't think. No, because I'm able to kill them just way too easily. There we go. Alright, well, come on, let's do this. Do bear in mind that I am perfectly capable of being killed. You know, I'm not invincible by any stretch, but I do have a lot of HP, so I suppose that might make a difference. And, yeah, I did actually hear that someone created a Dwarven Barbarian, which would... that's actually pretty cool, because dwarves do gain, I think, more Iron Flesh natively. So I think that's pretty awesome as well, because I think you can gain, I think you said it was like 9 Iron Flesh or something like that at level 1, which I gotta say is, wow. Yeah, and that just shows the absolute breadth and depth of the mod itself, because you can create so many different combinations of characters and classes and things like that, and you can just play whichever way you want. And even, you know, even if you want to go into like the cheat menu and get some of those Balrog pieces of armor and things like that, you could create an utter evil army. You know, if you were a necromancer as a base, then you could basically play a Balrog summoning people over and over and over, and you know, I think that'd be pretty awesome too. But there you go, that was an easy victory. Well, it obviously was, because we had an Orc Patrol with us, of course. And he yields to us. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, now you may see that I actually have 4,000 dinars. Well, there's a reason for that. It's because one of my prisoners wanted a ransom, and I gave him back for 4,000. So that was pretty cool. Alright, there goes Unela. She's upgrading her helm. And there we go. Alright, so I'm going to make my way over to the 4 Ways Inn. Hopefully we'll have enough money to purchase a Maul of the Titans. Oh, and we also now have the ability to choose a banner, so we better choose something that is very much a Nakra, the tower thing. I think I've already seen something that I'd like to pick. Just making sure that I haven't missed any new banners. Oh, there's some really nice designs here. I'm thinking there might be something a little better for us. I'm not a big fan of vertical stripes, so maybe not that. Oh, there's actually some really cool ones. Now I'm looking for something specific. I think you can kind of tell already what I'm going to be picking. If you were a little bit observant on one of those previous banner pages. No, that's it. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to be picking this one, because it is a tower. Oh, I'm obvious, aren't I? Alright, so here you go. This is my weekly budget, and I actually really like this very, very small quality of life improvement that Phantasy Calradia has as well, where it tells you your next payday, so you know exactly when you are going to get your money taken, and you're going to get more money, obviously. And that means that if you have a castle or a town, you can put those units in the garrison, and then you can pay a little bit less. So that's pretty cool for your wages. Anyway, you can see here that we are getting pretty decent amounts of money with our dye works right there, and I think I now have enough, literally just now, because I've seen the Gnomish Bank has 27,000 in it, and we have 5,600, so that's just enough, basically, to earn a Maul of the Titans. So let's go and get that. We need to go and get, like, I think all of it, from the gnomish person, so I want to withdraw some money. Yes, yes, and then 5, I think that should be enough. It's now only 2,500. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, well, we're gonna get more as time goes on. Okay, so there is Twilight Armor still here, by the way, so if you do want to play a Necromancer, then you can very easily outfit yourself in some pretty cool stuff. Yeah, by the way, when I mentioned dual wield in a previous episode, I was mainly mentioning the fact that you can't attack with both weapons. You can only attack with one weapon, but one acts as a shield. But if you're looking for the look, if you're going for the look, then that is certainly the way to go. Anyway, the Dwarven Thrower. Ah, yes, there's the Vampiric Blade. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Javelin Bag of Plenty. If I was a thrown weapon specialist, that would definitely be the way to go. Ah, there's the Healer's Ring, and there's the Maul of the Titans. Alright, so there is the Maul of the Titans. And, well, let me just say 30,000. Let's do it. Yeah. There we go. Alright, so I'd like to see actually what the... What does the Braid of Nymph hair do? What does it do? Okay, take a look at the texture and softness, plus that eerie and unnatural glow that surrounds it. If you use it as a headband, it will actually make you more pleasurable to look at, and people will more often than not be pleased to deal with you. Enhance your charisma today for only 20,000. Oh, that's cool. And there's a thinking cap as well. If you're interested in calling everybody else a moron, you can have it today for 20,000. I guess that improves your intelligence. That's nice. They give you a whole bunch of different selections. The Scimitar of Speed is what I used to use on Veteran as well, and that is an absolutely amazing weapon. So if you're up for speed, then that is certainly the way to go. Anyway, let us now leave. Take a look at the Maul of the Titans. Where is it? There it is. It requires 25 strength. It can crush through blocks, and it is 80 blunt damage. And I was doing 44 before. 44 cutting. So you can imagine how much damage we're able to deal now. Alright, so it's time we test this out. Alright, here we go. 99 versus 73. I should now have a pretty decent army capable of basically taking any... Well, I was going to say any fief, but maybe not a town. I might not be able to take a town, but I would probably be able to take a castle relatively simply. But that really depends on the composition, obviously. I mean, if they have a huge amount of something. I mean, I think personally the Kurgits are much harder than the Saranids due to the addition of the Wolfweir Windrunners. I personally feel like they're more dangerous than the Diani units, but that could just be me. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I haven't really been killed that much by the Diani units. They seem to not be exceptionally powerful in that regard, whereas the Wolfweirs, they seem to do a lot of damage, and they do have the reach as well due to their insane polearms. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. I'm ready. Okay. Oh, that was so sad. I was literally just like, yes, I'm ready to attack. And then I get absolutely murdered by a Diani unit just having said, oh yeah, they're not that good. Yes, they're not that good. But you can see immediately the Maul of the Titans is, well, you can't say anything about it. It's literally just one of the most powerful weapons you can get for a two-handed weapon user. And I'm really happy that I was able to get it. Yeah. So let's just... Do you see? Oh my, yes. The damage. The damage is utterly insane. And I might actually die here because I am so incredibly excited to try it out. So if I do die, then that's just how it has to be, but, you know, I don't really mind about that. Maybe one of my Raider Shaman can actually come in here. I don't even know whether I have any. I think I actually don't. Maybe Unela? No, I think I might make Unela into a shaman of sorts, because she can learn magic, and I think that would make quite a bit of sense to do that, but maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not really gonna make too much difference. I mean, it's been a while since I've actually created a companion and made them into a mage of some sort, or a cleric, or shaman in this case. So there you go, that is it. victory is ours very easily indeed. I have no idea how many I was able to kill, but, well, I had a lot of fun anyway. And this maul, I mean, just look at it. It's crazy big. Yeah, absolutely insane. And, yeah, all I need to do is just continue leveling, continue leveling my weapon proficiency to make it even faster, even more deadly. But yeah, that guy's gonna run all the way to the edge of the map. Oh, yeah, don't they always do that? Yeah, there you go. So that is a pretty cool look at the Maul of the Titans and the Orc Barbarian. Might be doing one more, not entirely sure, but at the moment, I'm very much enjoying this. And I hope you are as well. Okay, so there you go. I thank you very much. I'm just gonna kill these off screen, because, come on, we've seen this. Yes, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.